In this video, you'll learn how to ingest data into Elastic App Search using the Python client. Now, let's imagine the following scenario. We are storing all the blogs on our website into a PostgreSQL database using a Python code backend. We want to search through these blogs on our website. In order to do so, we need to index these blogs into App Search. You'll first see how to retrieve the data from a PostgreSQL database and send it to App Search. You'll also see how to make sure that the database and App Search are always synchronized. Before indexing your content from the PostgreSQL database, you need to create an engine. Let's create an engine named Blogs. We will store the data from the database in this engine. Next, let's dive into the Python code that is needed to extract the data from the database and index it into App Search. Let's begin by importing the Enterprise Search Client into our code. The next step is to connect to the App Search instance that is currently running on Elastic Cloud. To do this, you'll need to get the credentials from App Search. On the main menu, click on Credentials. We will use the API endpoint and the private key to connect the Python client. Next, we're going to retrieve the blogs from the PostgreSQL database. We first import the dependency, connect the client to the database, and execute the query where we simply select all the entries from the blogs table. After executing the query, we can fetch the documents and send them to App Search. As the App Search API limits the number of documents to 100 per request, we are going to fetch batches of 100 blogs from the cursor until it's empty. The blogs also need to be converted into JSON documents before being indexed to App Search. For that, let's create a list of dictionaries. Using this list, we can use the App Search client to send the documents to the blogs engine we previously created. After running this script, you can see your documents in your engine and start searching through them. You successfully imported the blogs from your database into App Search. However, this is not the end of the story. You need to make sure that the documents in App Search are always synchronized with your database. If a blog has been added, deleted, or updated in your database, it needs to be updated in App Search too. The best way to do it is to update the code where you are doing these operations with your database. Thank you for watching this video on how to ingest data into App Search. You learned how to use the Python client to pull data from a PostgreSQL database and make sure that App Search is always in sync with your database.